Do you think that the best way to get more consistent with your content is through discipline and white knuckling it? Nope. In this video, I'm going to show you a simpler and more enjoyable way to get consistent with your content and see consistently growing results because of it too. So definitely check out this video if you've ever guilted yourself over not getting out your content consistently. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, my name is Haley Dale and I am a content strategist helping you create more profitable, purposeful, and productive content. So if that sounds like something that you're looking for, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below this video for new value-packed videos every single Monday. So if you have been going around saying that consistency is the reason that you haven't been getting results from your content, maybe you're saying things like, I never follow through on my blog post, or I never follow my content plan, or I'm good for a couple weeks and then I fall off the wagon. And if you think that's the reason you're not getting results from your content, well, it goes a little bit deeper than that, my friend. You see, what happens is that we believe that consistency is the reason we don't see results, and we think that that is something that we can discipline our way through it, white knuckle our way through. But the real reason behind why we aren't able to be consistent, we may think it's things like we're too busy, we may think it's things like we don't have systems or we don't have support on our team. But in actuality, more than likely it comes down to the fact that you don't have a process for creating content that you enjoy enough to prioritize, that you enjoy enough to create the systems needed to fit within your busy schedule. And when you create a content strategy that you enjoy, when the process is something that, gives you life, that's something that you feel fulfilled by and you get enjoyment, like the time passes really quickly when you're doing it. When you have a content process like that, you're more likely to follow through on it. You're more likely to want to do it. I know for myself that I have tested out so many different types of content creation strategies over the years, and there have been ones that I really love, and every time I get to do it, like, I don't want to do anything else. All I want to do is create content, and it becomes such a treasured part of my day, and it sets my day off in the right tone because I feel like I've created something. But on the other hand, when I have a content system or a content workflow process that I don't enjoy, it's torture. Right? You cannot get me to do that. And so I may think that consistency is the problem, why I'm not getting as many leads, why I'm not getting as many sales, why traffic is. But what it really is the fact that I don't enjoy it enough to do it on a consistent basis. And so instead of focusing on trying to fix your consistency issue, what if you tried to fix your joy issue? What if you tried to prioritize? What if you focused on creating a content creation process that you truly enjoy? So I want you to think back to the moment that you started your business and your motivation for starting your business. Maybe more than likely, most of the people that I talk to, it was because they were craving some version of freedom, whether that was freedom to work on what they wanted, where that was the freedom to work when they wanted, and some degree of being able to work where they wanted. Maybe you're a stay-at-home mom who wants to work from home in order to stay at home with your kiddos, but still contribute to your family. Maybe you are, stuck in a 9-to-5 that you hate and you need an outlet because you want to work on projects that actually fulfill you. That was the boat that I was in. So more than likely, you started your business because you were craving some version of freedom that having your own business and being the boss, calling the shots, would give you. Now, somewhere along the way, through the ins and outs of actually growing our business, we lose sight of that. And we start creating these businesses that are based around shoulds and what people tell us we should be doing. And all of a sudden, we have built up this business that doesn't resemble the freedom that we started it for. And a perfect example to look for this in your own business is around your content strategy. So what are all the things that you are doing with your content strategy that they aren't in alignment with you? And the number one way you know that they're not in alignment is that they aren't something that you want to spend time on. They're not something that you're going to prioritize. And so it's not something that brings brings you joy. It's not, if you could choose anything in the world, you would not choose this. So that is a way that you know that your content strategy and the content process, and maybe this isn't your issue, in that case, skip to the next video. But if that is your issue, if consistency is something that you struggle with, more than likely it is because the content process, the content how that you think you should be using is not aligned with that version of freedom that you started your business for. It's not aligned with something and a process that you actually enjoy spending time on. That's why I think that content and consistency and getting results, as much as you need to be consistent in order to see those results, at the end of the day, it comes down to fun and enjoyment. If we can create a content strategy based around the things that we enjoy doing, we're going to show up and we're going to do them. And so we are going to see the results from following through on that activity on a regular basis. So I have 3 tips for you about starting to create this content rebellion, which I'm calling it. This is actually my book. And the big thing that I'm talking about here is how to create a content strategy and a content workflow based around what you love to do through processes of experimentation and shaking off all of the shoulds that we are stuck with. So 3 tips to start to create more fun and joy in your content strategy is the first thing I want you to do is to review how you've done content in the past. Was there ever a time in your business journey where you actually enjoyed creating content? What were you doing and why did you enjoy it so much? Are you still doing those things, or have you started trying other methods because other people tell you you got to be on this platform and you got to be doing this type of content? So I want you to start by reviewing all of the different ways that you've done content in the past and rank them based on how much you enjoyed them. The second thing is I want you to make a list of experiments. So can we get you back to a spirit of experimentation? When you were first starting your business, everything was new. And so everything felt like experimentation. If you want to check out my video about how to design your own content experiments, check it out here. Now, I want you to make a list of what those potential experiments might be. What are the things that you were still interested in maybe testing out and trying for your business, especially if they're around content process, right? What are those things? Because if we start experimenting, we're going to land on something that's going to work for you, or we're going to get clearer and clearer on what doesn't work for you. Tip number 3 is to find your curiosity. I think that curiosity is our biggest shortcut to more joy. A lot of times that we are, I know for myself, a big reason why I haven't enjoyed content creation in the past is wherever I have written about topics that I didn't care anything about. So back when I first started my business as a web designer, I would try my darndest to write about content topics to do with web design, as a web designer should. And so obviously I wasn't a very good web designer. I love doing it. I hated talking about it because I hated to create content around it. So getting leads and that wasn't for that previous business. Now, for me, it comes down to having a topic that I'm curious about. What is a question that I'm interested in exploring? What is something that I've been wanting to learn more about, or I've been wanting to dig a little deeper into? And then also, what are the questions that I'm seeing other people ask that I'm on the edge of my seat wanting to answer? Those are perfect places to start to ignite your creativity and your curiosity when it comes to your content topics, which can be a good igniter, a great igniter for finding that passion again, finding that fun and enjoyment in your content process, leading to consistency, leading to better results. All right, so I'd love to know what tip you're going to start with and which one you're going to take. So if it's curiosity, what is a topic that you're interested in exploring? If it's experimentation, what is an experiment that you want to try out? And if you want to go back to something that you've tried in the past in terms of your content process, share that as well. I'd love to know. And if you want more videos like this, make sure to comment below. And if you want to check out my book, Your Content Rebellion, I will put a link below this video. I'm so excited to get this out into the world.